pinch the sides. Pinch the sides, and then once you have a triangle, then you can wet the corners of the same side and then fold it in, and you make kind of like a bouillon or gold bouillon ball thing, like a nugget. Anyways, that's what it looks like. So that I'm just going to put in the container, and then if you make a bunch and then you want to freeze them, make sure when you put the dumplings into a container or on a piece of parchment paper or wax paper or whatever, that they're not touching, because depending on how warm your place is or humid the place is, the dough will tend to stick to the other dumplings, so then it can be a little bit hard to get out. So I've got 2 there. And if you find that you put a little bit too much of the filling into the dumpling, it's not a huge deal as long as you can seal it, like close it up and seal it, and the majority of it stays inside. If there's a tiny bit that comes out, it's okay, because the egg in the dumpling will hold it all together.
Release on Deep Inspiration Show Records from Germany. This is Deeper Shades of House 769.
There's a bit that's come out there.
April 30th, please come out and see me in San Diego at Camino Riviera. In July, we'll be in Croatia for Sunset Beats
and I think so a half a pound of pork with these ingredients. I think with a half a pound of pork I will make more than a half a package, and that will definitely fill me up for a meal. But what was I going to say with this is that it only uses, like, I think for this package of dumplings, it's maybe about a quarter of a pound of pork. And a pound of pork, I paid $4 or $4.50 or somewhere around there. So it's really like $2-ish for the pork. And then for the wrappers, these wrappers were $2.50. Depending on where you find them, they may be a little bit more. If you go to an Asian supermarket, they will probably be less. I went to one yesterday and I found the round ones, and they were the same amount, I think 54 wrappers. It was less than $1, like $1.89 or something like that. So it's pretty inexpensive. The bamboo, a can of bamboo was like $3, and I've been able to get like 4 or 5 batches of making dumplings out of one can. So that's pretty good. And what else is in this? So I put a little bit too much in that one, so I'm just gonna scoop it out. What else? What else is in this? Sesame oil. Oh, the sesame oil and the chili sauce and the soy sauce. I don't know if you have that on hand. I normally have that on hand because that's good shit, and I like to cook with it and eat with it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I made 9, 10, and these you don't have to be too particular with it. Like, they don't have to be perfect. They just have to be sealed, really, because as long as they don't fall out, they'll be good. And once you boil them, you won't be able to tell that, oh, I made a mistake on that one, or it doesn't look as fancy as the other ones. It's all going in your mouth, so just eat it. sauce. So freaking good. I can't wait to eat these. Can't wait to eat these. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're at 15 minutes, and my water is just boiling. So I'm going to make this batch. I'm going to throw these in. So it took that time to boil the water. I'll make more of these. I'll make more of these again later and freeze them. But I just want to do this batch so you can see. And then, so the water's boiling. I'm going to put these in. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's going to cool a little bit. It's going to cool the water a little bit, but that's okay. So on another burner, I have this pot, a little pot, and what I'm going to do is add some peanut oil for this garnish. And what this thing is, this garnish is 2 bunches of green onions or scallions with ginger, some salt, and peanut oil, and that's it. So I'm gonna pour some in here, put the flame on, and then this will be fun to watch. So I'm just putting a decent amount of peanut oil in the pot, and it's likely enough to cover the scallions when I cut them. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way. Take a little drink of this. That's adult orange juice. Okay. Sorry for that. Okay, so 2 bunches of onions. These a quick rinse. Quick rinse on those. And what I'll do is cut off the ends and stick them in. I have this little jar of ends, onion ends, and I stick them in. This has them just regrow, so I'll have more green onions in a few days or so. And these are from the last batch that I made. Okay. All right. One time I was chopping garlic, I think, and I was not paying attention to how fast I was chopping, and I wasn't paying attention to my hand placement, more specifically my finger placement, and I ended up chopping the corner of my finger off, and that was awesome. These are pretty strong onions. Decent chop on these. So I guess if you decide to make this, it would be awesome if you did. You can follow along and let me know how the process went. If you have any questions, or if you change the recipe, or you add something cooler into it, use meat or whatever. My eyes are. Okay. I may need to add some more oil